Member of Parliament for Sutifi North, Ebenezer Kweku Ado, has clarified its involvement in the recent confrontation between residents of his constituency and members of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, known as NIMOS, a task force at Hwidim in the Ahafu region. In a statement issued a while ago, the Member of Parliament said he felt compelled to respond to what he described as an unfortunate misunderstanding regarding his role in the incident, which has attracted national attention. Recounting the events, the Member of Parliament explained that on November 1, 2025, he was en route to a funeral at Achinswa in the Sutifi South constituency when he received reports of an intense situation at Hwidim involving military personnel in conducting operations at the gold extraction site. Mr. Ado said he immediately contacted the Member of Parliament for the area, Alaji Collins Dada, who was outside the country at the time, and was asked to visit the site on his behalf to assess the situation. I want to take you through the details of that statement, and then we have a conversation on this particular discussion. So it says that on November 1, 2025, whilst en route to a funeral at Achinswa in the Sutifi South constituency, I inquired from Honorable Collins Dauda, the Member of Parliament for Sutifi South constituency, whether he was available so we could move together. Honorable Dauda indicated that he is currently not in the country, so I could represent him. Upon reaching Hwidim, I realized there was tension in the town, so I inquired and was told there was a military operation going on at the gold extraction site. I quickly called back Honorable Dauda to inform him of the development. He asked me to go to the site to enable him speak to the team to ascertain what was going on, because one of the assembly members who he sent wasn't supposed to speak to the military team. Upon reaching the sites with my constituency vice chairman and driver, I introduced myself to the leader and asked that he speak to the person on the phone. Having arrived at a place, I saw some youth at the site whilst others gradually massed up. The only advice I could give was for us to move to the police station and officially make a statement and subsequently hand over items and suspects to the police to calm tensions. Upon reaching the police station, it was seen that the major road had been blocked, preventing vehicular movement. Together with the military, regional police crime officer, NIB operatives, Kenya State Police Commander, we all remained in the police charge office while statements were being taken. I went further to call in the Zongo chief of Hwidim to assist us in calming the situation, and he came. Having finalized the handing over of items to the regional police crime officer, the Zongo chief volunteered to pick the military officers in his Toyota vehicle because the pickup of the military had been tampered with. The Toyota vehicle of the Zongo chief had its glasses smashed at the back. By then, I had left to attend other funerals in Totroso, Jedu, and Wamuhineso. I wish to state that under no circumstance will I incite the youth against security officers and any government's planned agenda. As a responsible lawmaker, I offer my support to ensure there is calmness in the area and will always work together with every security agency to maintain law and order. It is quite unfortunate that the police in their setup failed to acknowledge my contribution towards ensuring that calmness prevail. I urge the public to disregard the false narratives aimed at tarnishing my reputation and undermining my efforts to serve my constituents. As your Member of Parliament, I want to assure you that I remain committed to the welfare and safety of the citizens, of the Ghanaian citizens, and other state institutions. So this is signed by the Member of Parliament for the area, that's Ebenezer Kweku Ado, who narrated this particular information to his constituents and, of course, the entire nation, because this has become a subject matter on this particular subject. We'll go on the phone line shortly and have a conversation. But the Member of Parliament for Sutifi South, Alhaji Collins Dada, has also been having a media engagement. And, of course, I want to share excerpts of what he talked about in that particular interview some hours ago. He says that when the calls kept coming, the Sutifi North MP contacted me saying he was coming for a funeral in my constituency. I pleaded with him, given his position, to go and speak to the commander of the team, hoping he would be able to get a briefing. He did not initially plan to go. He only became involved because I asked him to. So this is a narrative from the Sutifi South Member of Parliament, Alhaji Collins Dada. He says that I did not intervene in the operation. The call even dropped during the briefing and I did not call back. Later, I heard that some youth attacked the team and they moved to the police station. That's all I know about the matter. I did not instruct the commander to release anyone arrested. If he is a Catholic, he should swear with his rosary. If not, he can use the Bible. I am willing to hold the Quran and swear. The conversation was not even completed and the line dropped. I did not give any instruction to release suspects. So that is what the Member of Parliament talked about. Let me speak to Nanaya Akwada, who is the Dr. Nanaya Akwada, who is Executive Director of Bureau of Public Safety. Doc, let me thank you for your time this evening on 505. Good evening to you.
Thank you for having me, and good evening to your listeners.
Great. I'm sure that you've gone through the statement from the Member of Parliament who is currently under attack. Let me have your reaction to the statement, and then we'll go details into that.
Well, thank you. I think in our statement this morning, we indicated that the police should arrest him and investigate the matter. If he has any side of his story, he should make that available to the police for investigation. There are a lot of gaps in his presser.
Okay.
And because we are hoping for the police to do a thorough and a diligent job, I would want to hold off with any analysis of his statement. I think that it is offensive for him, after frustrating or leading a gang of youth to frustrate a very noble activity to safeguard lives, to safeguard the livelihoods, and to preserve our environment and our water bodies. He still was able to draft that press statement to share with Ghanaians. If he has anything to say, he should speak to the CID and the national security.
You talked about gaps or some holes in the statement that he released. Does this suggest that what we saw in the video is contrary to what he has put out in a statement? Where exactly do you think you want to punch holes into that statement?
Thank you, bro. I've been doing this in the last, 15 years. And so I know how media guys, when they want information, can change the questions. I have indicated it, and I want to stand by it. That the statement the MP issued is offensive, and then if he has anything to say, he should speak to the police. When the police comes out to say we have interviewed the MP and we have interviewed all persons connected to whatever played out on Saturday, and we think the MP did not do anything to obstruct people from discharging lawful duty, we will go by that. I will not ask any further questions or make further analysis on his statement to give him leads to go meet the police. And I think that how we handle this issue as a state is what is going to spell the success or failure of NIMOS. This is indeed a test case for us as a country.
From what you say, and of course we all agree that this is a test case for the country in the fight against Galamsey, because large number of Ghanaians are not too happy with especially with the video being put out. Many have also started punching holes into the statements, just like you indicated. You still think that the police should go ahead? I've seen others also talk about privileges committee should haul him before them. Apart from your call for the police to arrest him, do you think it should be hauled before the privileges committee as well?
Absolutely. Look, what we are dealing with on the Galamsey front is not a light matter. So everybody that has the right to intervene in what happened on Saturday must do so. Even if it means pulling people away from their, political duties, constituency duties, we must do this. Look, if we fail on this front, it's going to embolden a lot of criminals. Apart from the youth that mobilized and got there to overpower the entire state, this should not happen in Ghana. I'm sorry, I just don't want to say things, but when you deploy the military and the police, they are there on the authority of the president. They are there with the full backing of the military and the security apparatus of the state. Do you know what it means like to be overpowered and for them to be whisked away in the manner that they were whisked away? It is such a sorry sight. It is such a sorry sight, and it should not happen. But we can't also call for bloodshed. We can't say stand your ground and shed blood of citizens. So that retreat was tactical. But believe me, it could have gone south. And this morning we would have been mourning. So it should not happen. So I would want to see everybody involved in this brought to book and brought to justice, so that other criminals hiding behind statuses and political offices will know that Ghanaians are angry. We want to see the end of Galamsey, and anybody who gets in our way must be crushed. And I'm choosing my words carefully. Must be crushed.
Look, let me thank you because we know, just like indicated, we must see to the finality of this particular event. But the IGP has also directed the CID headquarters to take over the investigation. So I hope that's something we all hope that will bring the finality to this particular event. But let me thank you.
I think that within the next 48 to 72 hours, the police department must give Ghanaians an update of what they have found so far and what they are doing. They should not treat this as one of those political inquisitions that they do, and eventually everything fizzles out and it doesn't yield anything. Within 48 to 72 hours, the IGP should be telling Ghanaians, be giving Ghanaians an update. Otherwise, Ghanaians will now put all the problems at his doorstep.
Look, I'm grateful for your time this evening.
Thank you for having me.
So, Dr. Nanaya Akwada is the Executive Director of Bureau of Public Safety. So, there you heard him. He is giving the Ghana Police Service, of course, the IGP and the CID 48 to 72 hours to brief the country on what has been the preliminary investigation to this particular matter. My colleague Musa Abanga will join us shortly. But the MP mentioned the Zongo chief in a statement, and he has joined me on the phone. That's the Zongo chief of Hwidim, Bashiru Mohammed. He joins me on the phone. Bashiru, let me thank you for your time on the show this evening. I'm grateful.
Thank you, brother.
What do you know as far as this particular incident is concerned?
Okay,
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
And okay, remember that area, me call from Kaka. We say I have my phone here, no honor. Benazado, MP or friends say BBS video with me. No minty, I mean no one na Wakabia and fa. In December, Bulletin Master, member Buana. I want to meet him to buy. The buy and the Dinka me throw me na near to much of what you so. And I may come from the Omamiti as message and Medina. Omaba, because Benazado say, on an hour, you won't can't be entering. O ka chiro mso no twam akwa kirensu a akwa yibi o e na odu a no hu se pinche o e na ono so eboa se ebekofom na mmo se mabunu no entie no obetwam akwa na yi so mo betie no dia ye se o maje o muka ni motos obemo oni soja fon be kasa na oje o motos na o muka e dia ma o so me kan na be awia 2:30 more. He na twaso kudu anyimere 5 o'clock. Na mentimase no ande da jina omuntie de MP ni ka omuntie de obiaka. To hona me frɛ leaders e wom. Ka kira omo se wo bakuru mu a ye kan se obi e macho man, obi e leader. Se asebo e se sia na ma hu so we leader ampa, wo ye macho man ampa. Macho man ye nkoka nkwala ho eye. Macho man wo be boban na asemna pofo ne hu sampa. We wo kuruma no wode na honde na eboa wo no so timi control bibi ya me ko mu ji tum e ma mu nyina boa e ma ye boban obi anfa ne sanka so yani na emu no e be kwa wiye no e be ne zado na frem se me fa me ka no mbe fa so ya fo na so mbi no nya sa so mu da ho a crowd no so e da ho sa ntimi ka me nya sa police car no o ka so police car no fa o mo a open pick up omitima tutu abo ni ade o me fere se ka me ka no de boys me respect me obi anti fa ni fa nka me ka ana me jitu me se no kura me ka se kura na se aban ni pa bibia nka na ebe me de ana me ko fa bae na police fo ho kama pa o mo boae na mrante ni biso a o mo ye mature o mo so kan o boae ema o mo be gura me ka no ema nyame ya dom ni mo fo camp yo fo ran camp o mo security camp bio ona edo mo koe na imo mo ne mu gura ka no na mrante ba ko ono e pasa ne biso free chen be try ono nimme nges ba series chen ono de no nim se ye no no bo ka na hwere so ono kwa no bi o de obubo ka no ho na me de metu na me de omo koe na de minim e wasem no ho eno no penyi.
I see. So your according to the statements, your car was also crashed by some of the irate youth. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
It means that Ebenezer Ado has no connection with these irate youth, as purportedly seen in the video. Is that also true?
Come again, please.
Near me patched say. Ora Ebenezer Ado oni memrantie no bibia send a video no eda na DPF no
de me beto zo de me de be hu ye no de ma beto nsase na de be hu ye no ayi wi Ebenezer Ado oko no ono ne nipa mienu na pick up no mo de bae na me hu say na pick up no mo tina mo de eko no she ayi atade black top and down black no so oko ayi anai mo no say speech of mine there meaning who said no credit or on organizing no.
I see. Bashiru Mamenasi enumerate. So that's Bashiru Mohammed, who is a Zongo chief of Hwidim.